How you doing? Today's video is another question. What's it like to know that you will never drink alcohol again? I can only look at this from two perspectives, right? From the beginning, when I started out, and what it is like now. From the beginning, it's tough. You know, you're tough. It's such an ambivalent decision to make, because you're at the time of change, and you want to change, but you also want to remain the same. You know, there's a big fear of change, big fear of the unknown, because nobody knows how to do these. When I stopped, and this is a reflection of not only myself, but from people that everyone that I've coached, they all go through the same journey. Everyone goes through the same thing. And you just don't know what is going to happen. People have generally drank for most of their adult life, if not all their adult life. So everything they know is surrounded by alcohol. Everything that they have done is surrounded by alcohol, involves alcohol to a very deep level. So it's scary to take that one thing, that crutch, out of your life, something that has become a big crutch, and to rip it out and to do something different. Right? Who knows what is going to happen with that kind of stuff? So it's difficult from that perspective. Plus, you're starting out with the drinker's brain. What we talk about in terms of, you know, you think like a drinker, you act like a drinker. Everything that you do has that alcohol behind it, some way, shape, or form. So it's difficult from that perspective to get yourself away from that. You know, your habit is there, it's strong, it's pulling you back, it's trying to get you to go back to your old things as soon as anything shit happens. You know, when I was a drinker, everything was dramatic. You know, when I was drinking especially, you know, because your level of intelligence drops, your so many different things drop, not just your just things that you want to drop, but a lot of other things as well. And when your intelligence drops, then you're not able to think in much in terms of forwards. You don't want to think in forwards, thinking what's going to happen next or next or next. You're just thinking in the moment, and it's a depressed type of dumbified thinking. So it's difficult to get yourself out of that. You know, when you're constantly doing that all the time, you're falling further and further behind yourself, and you're falling further and further behind the other people. That's why most people surround themselves with other drinkers, because you know you're not falling behind those people. If you're falling behind, if you're with somebody and they're not drinking, let's say if you're with somebody and they're continuously trying to improve themselves and you're stepping back and back and back, you know, the relationship eventually with those people will become the distance between yourself, the gulf. It will become so big that you're no longer talking to the same person, you know, them or you. You know, you've slid backwards, they're rising forwards. What's happening in your life? So once you stop drinking alcohol, you start that process of de-dummification, if you like, of de-dummifying yourself, of, you know, the gradually you're starting to get your intelligence back. You're starting to listen to yourself, listen to your thoughts, listen to your conscience. You're starting to deal with problems, deal with things in life. But it's tough. It's tough just to change those mental mindsets, right? If you want to get help for this is our plug for our sponsors today are habitsv2.com. That's us. We've a platform over there. We've got everything that you need to stop drinking alcohol under the one roof. So we've got a forum, we've got lots of videos, day-to-day videos. Every day you get a video leading you through from right at the beginning of this, preparing yourself so you step across that line with the best possible mindsets in place, the best possible view about yourself, you know, getting yourself confident that you can do this. And then just going through that coping phase of 2-3 months and then shooting forwards and really transforming yourself. And it's all about working up here. The mindsets that you use, and you can stop anytime you want. You don't have to go through. You know, if you want to stop after a month, you can stop. There's no, you know, you don't have to stay for the full year. And we've got one-on-ones, and we've got a great community as well. So that's the plug over. So when you first stop drinking alcohol, it's exhilarating in one sense, because you know that it's like a relief off your shoulders. You know, when you're drinking, there's a big conflict that's going on all the time inside your body, right? There is you wanting to escape and use alcohol for whatever reason you think that it's benefiting you from by whatever. And then there's your body, which looks at it in one way, and that's a toxin. So it's, as soon as you drink it, it's the alarm bells go off, and you have to get rid of it. It wants to get rid of it straight away. So as soon as you stop drinking alcohol and your body understands that no more is coming, you turn off the tap, and then it's a relief. But it's also scary because of what I've said before. And you know, I'm not going to dwell too much on the afterwards, but just to say that the afterwards is. The relief is gone, well into the past. I mean, I'm 10 years into this now, so I don't feel relief anymore. I feel regret is one of the things that I suppose, looking back at my past life, why I didn't do this sooner. But having said that, I wouldn't be where I am now if I hadn't gone through that. Do you understand? So it's like a sweet regret, right? You regret that you didn't stop sooner, but you realize and understand that if you did stop sooner, or if you didn't drink at all, then your life would have been completely different. And who knows where you would be there. You know, you take one turn and you become a drinker, you take another turn and you walk out in front of a bus or something like that, you know. I don't know. So I'm glad the way my life turned out. You know, I'm glad with the people I'm with now. I'm glad with the life that I'm living now. I'm happy in my life. You know, I get up every morning and I'm excited for the day. I go to bed at night and sometimes I can't sleep because I'm thinking about what I'm going to do the next day. I'm contented with my life. I'm contented and happy with myself. How far I've come in 10 years. I mean, it's just unbelievable how far I've come in 10 years. You know, if you'd have told me that, but I could have said this a year afterwards. You know, if you'd have told me, look, you stop drinking now and in a year's time you're going to be at this stage in your life, I would have laughed. I wouldn't have believed it. Because I didn't have, you know, my confidence levels were at an all-time low. So anyway, I'm going to stop it there for today. Like I said, if you want our help at all, you know where we are. It's up above there, habitsv2.com. Everyone's welcome, and we'll do our best to really help you through this and to make sure that you never go back to that old lifestyle. And like I said, it's about mindsets, about mindset change. If you can get your head around certain concepts and ideas, then it will change the way that you look at your life, and it will change the way that you look at yourself. And that's the most important thing, because you can't go on if you don't change the fundamental things. If you don't change yourself at a very basic level, then everything that you try and build on top of that then is on very rocky foundations. So that's what we do, build up good foundations, and then the rest, as they say, is up to you. All right, take care of yourself, and I'll speak to you again very, very soon. Onwards and upwards. Bye now.